Hi guys, I'm Sam. I just started this YouTube channel to talk about the gastric sleeve process. I am currently pre-op, so I don't have a lot to say as far as the actual surgery goes at this point. However, I do have information and some things like that that I just want to share with you. If you're just curious about the process, or if you would like to try it out yourself, kind of what it entails, how to prepare for it and everything. Forgive my anxiety of recording. I'm clearly not very good at it, but hopefully we get better as we go. So, my highest weight was 285 pounds. I am currently at 251, and like I said, I haven't had the surgery yet. So I fluctuate pretty bad. I'm also a type 1 diabetic, or type 1.5 diabetic. So I was too young to have type 2, but too old to have type 1. They diagnosed me when I was 15. I'm almost 25 now, so it's been a while that I've been with that. So to kind of start off, I wanted to talk about some apps and stuff that I use that makes things a lot easier. Just keep track, get in the routine. A lot of things that I do now are to help me prepare for life after surgery, because you change a lot. Quite a bit of your life has to be changed, depending on your bad habits. So just to start, I use the Berrytastic app that helps me track my water and my food. It's really, really convenient if you have like a barcode on a product and you need to put it in. You can just scan the barcode and it automatically just puts that item and the ounces, everything, the nutritional facts into your phone right away. So that makes things a lot easier. I also use Monitor Your Weight. It keeps track of all your weight. And it gives you like charts and dates and percentages, which is really kind of nice to see progress, especially. I am 39 days nicotine free, and to get there, I had smoking classes, medication, and I use the Smoking Log app, which you track every time you smoke a cigarette, where you were, what time it was, who you were with, how you were feeling. Kind of helps you break down the process of how to quit, what enables you, what are your triggers on why you're smoking. And now I use, I can't think what it's called, but it's also a smoking app, and it tells you like your sobriety days and percentage of life you've gained back, fun tips and tricks and quotes and stuff like that. It's pretty motivational, so it's very helpful, because that is definitely a struggle. I've been smoking for almost 10 years. That's really bad. So I needed to quit anyway. I wasn't personally ready, but I need and want this surgery more than anything right now. So I'm trying to be very dedicated to the process. So trusting it like everyone tells me to, and I'm just going with it day by day. So preparing is kind of like my secret. I guess depending on your bad habits, eating out, what you're eating, what you drink, smoking, just activities like that you're going to have to quit after the surgery anyway. So you might as well just start the process now. So I've cut out most pop. Occasionally I still have a Pepsi. It's kind of a weakness. I know I won't be able to have that after the surgery, really. At least not right after. Hopefully I can stay off of that, as well as smoking. I mostly drink water, unsweetened tea, which was also hard, and just black coffee, which I drank pretty much anyway, so that wasn't so bad. My network for my medical has an app called MyChart. It keeps track of appointments, times, medications, symptoms, test results, stuff like that. It makes things a lot easier to keep things straight. I'm sure there's equivalents to that app in different networks, specific to you. I have a couple websites I'll share eventually, not in this video, but eventually, that help with like recipes or vitamins and stuff like that, because you'll need vitamins after the surgery because your body doesn't absorb vitamins from your food and stuff like it's supposed to anymore. And one of the websites that is really nice, as a full-time college student, and also just trying to find bariatric sleeve specifically cookbooks. It's called thriftbooks.com, and you can buy like used books on there or just way cheaper books. So like I said, that helps as a college student so you don't go in debt. And for my cookbooks and stuff, so that's very helpful. I also use the Freestyle Libre. If you're diabetic, you might know what that is. It's a sensor, so I don't have to poke my fingers as much. I'm a phlebotomist, so I typically need my fingertips in order to feel veins easier. So that's really convenient for me. There's also phone apps for that, like I said, on iPhone and on Android. And you can just scan your sensor, and you don't have to carry your meter around. Not that it's real big or anything, but sometimes you just don't have pockets, and you obviously are going to take your phone everywhere. So you just turn on your little meter or your app, and you have to hold it over your sensor, and then it displays what your sugar is. And it goes off of like an arrow system, so I'm staying steady at 162. If it's going up, it'll say, it'll have an up arrow or a down arrow. Kind of just gives you a heads up, because it goes off of, I can't think of the name right now, off of a different fluid in your body. So it kind of has lag time as far as your sugars go. And if anybody's interested in that, you can probably just look it up. But I also have a book that helps you learn how to read it. So if anybody needs that, I can do a video with that, just to make things easier for you all. I am also a little OCD and try to be very organized, because like I said, full-time college student. I work full-time, third shift, and I have appointments like crazy during the day, plus like your normal life that you try to live. So I made charts and a binder to keep all of my medical stuff straight. So give me just a second and I'll show you some of those. Okay, so just to start out, I made a weight by date chart. So I have the date and the time of the appointment, the doctor the appointment is with, and what my weight was at the time. So it's a little messy, but it's kind of nice. I know that I'm really going to appreciate that after the surgery when I'm tracking my progress, which is super important to me because I need that uplifting, like, yeah, you're doing it. I also made a checklist of procedures. It's really just doctor's appointments and stuff like that. EKG, sleep study, chest x-ray, stuff like that. So I just kind of crossed it off as I go, which I've completed them all. And I was cleared by everything on the 3rd of September, 2019. So that's nice. Another thing I made just for personal use, obviously, was like a bills sheet. So I've been trying to keep track of my bills, how much they typically run, and if I will be able to pay my stuff on time using just my FMLA while I'm off for surgery. I have heard mixed answers on the healing process. I've heard somebody went back to work after 3 days. I think that's a little crazy. But I guess it just depends on your job and your workload. Some people I've heard it's taken months. I guess it just depends on your healing process. Any complications if you have any. Because like with every surgery is dangerous. So there are a boatload of complications that could happen. But they kind of talk to you about all that through the process. I won't go through my whole binder unless somebody really needs me to. It has all the stuff my doctors have given me over the past couple months, and the charts that I showed you. And it's pretty decently sized. But there's a lot. It's a lot of appointments. a lot of information. So I also made like a living will and testament, stuff like that. Things that you should just kind of have as an adult anyways, but just in case something does happen to me during or after the surgery, I want things to be as easy for my family as possible. Not that I have a lot to distribute anywhere, but it just is like one of those control things. I feel better having it done and notarized and everything. So that was kind of a big deal. It bothered a lot of my family and friends that knew I was doing that, just because they don't want to hear about me dying or if something happens. Obviously, nobody wants that, but like I said, with any surgery, literally any surgery, that is your biggest downfall, complication, is you dying. So that's just life. But yeah, like I said, so if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comment section. I will get to them if I can, as soon as possible. And if you need to see anything or have any questions personally for me, just let me know. We'll work something out with that. So I hope that I get better at recording, and I hope that you continue to watch this process with me. It's very learn as you go. So like I said, I'm just trying to prepare ahead of time to make sure that I set myself up for success. If I try to change everything bad habit-wise about myself at once, I'm probably going to fail. And I know this, so I'm preparing now. Hopefully my surgery will be mid-December if things go the way I need them to. That is when I'll be with my insurance company for a year, so that's when my FMLA can kick in, which is all I'm waiting for at this time. So I've been approved by everything, I've passed everything. I just have to complete a liver shrink diet a couple weeks before surgery. Just shrinks your liver down so your surgeon can get around it easier and safer, to get to your stomach and your other organs and the things that they have to put in order to do your surgery laparoscopically. So another app too, before I forget, I've been using the Fitbit apps, so that's really cool because it just connects to my phone. My Fitbit Versa, they're a little expensive, but it's really cool because you can track everything on it. You can swim with it on and everything, and I do a lot of swimming. I've had a lot of broken bones, and I have a lot of arthritis and things like that, so working out is great. I absolutely love it, but with swimming, I don't get as tired as quick, and physically, I don't hurt as bad afterwards. So there's just kind of an idea for you. You can start with things as simple as water aerobics, swimming for distance. I guess it just depends on your stamina. So that is all I have for now. So hopefully things get better and we continue to do well with this. So thanks for watching.